Alright everybody, welcome back to Important Aim. I'm important. Before we get started, would you guys buy these? This is just the first sample. Thinking about coming out with some merch, you know what I'm saying? Just like every other YouTuber. I2A, we're probably going to have a logo, better logo. The ones like I created didn't really like, and I'm not all the way satisfied with this quality, but I think it's dope for your outdoor shooters or you hoodlums or if you just want to look the part, huh? Tell me if you'd buy them, put them in the comments down below. Look at that, y'all. Finally got that. Benelli. Ha ha ha, I'm so funny. Just joking, guys. This is the Panzer Arms M4, aka the bootleg Benelli. So let's go ahead and do a little unboxing. They shot through it. When they did the test fire, they shoot through your box. Just joking. I don't know how that got there, but it's there. Okay, first and foremost, you know we're going to do this. Read that owner's manual. Alright, the next thing we have in here is your different chokes. You got your different chokes in there, okay? In a nice little case. And the tool. Dope. Okay, first things first, let's make sure this thing is unloaded. You see it like I see it. There's nothing in there. We're gonna finger all up in there. There's nothing in there, okay? Nothing in the tube. And we are clear. All right, you guys probably know about this. These have been out for a little while. They are the Benelli M4 clones. Again, I'm eventually going to get one, but yeah. Anyway, polymer stock. Look, I don't know too much about the composites. You can look it up. You guys probably already know about it. Holds 5+1. I think you can ghost load it and get it to 7 round capacity, which is cool. 12 gauge. But the sights look good. It does have a ring at the back. So yeah, ghost ring sights. The parts are interchangeable with the Benelli M4, I think, minus the extended mag tube. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't done too much research on it. I am going to eventually do research. I think someone is manufacturing, or at least in the process of manufacturing, an extended mag tube for it. And when they do, I'll definitely pick one up. Right now, we got this thing all stock. Got it all stock. You didn't see that. Look, you got your safety right here. I'll give you a view of this side. It's actually not a bad looking gun. We got a lot of muck and stuff right there. Can you guys see that? Yeah, look at all that dust and stuff in there. It was in that bag, but it does have a lot of dust and stuff, so we'll have to clean that up a little bit, make it look nice and pretty before we take it out, but we are about to take it out. Panzer Arms, Redmont, Washington, 12 gauge. Look, not bad, man. It feels solid. 18.5-inch barrel, 39 inches overall in length. That's your bolt release right here, right where it says M4. Nice. I see some other stuff they got. You know, like I said, they got extended charging handles, some beefier charging handles if you're into that. Got your pick rail that comes on it. We're actually going to throw that X-Vision sight on it. We're going to keep putting that thing through the ringer and see if it can handle these slugs. We do have something else, though. Okay, we got the Panzer Arm M4 adjustable stock that we'll throw on that. So let's throw this thing on there. All right, guys, while I had this apart, I wanted to show you some of the innards. This is the bolt. Feels solid. Quality looks okay. I mean, you can see that it's not completely, you know, just super finished. This is for like a third of the price of a Benelli M4. So, I mean, yeah, you see some of that dust in those particles, the debris. Really quickly, here's the trigger housing or trigger pack. Look at that. Okay. Again, if you see something, you got questions on something, let me know. I didn't realize this was a 2-part little fore-end. That's not taking it apart. It's not disassembly YouTube. But I just wanted to show you the parts individually so you can kind of get an idea of what they look like. See if you see anything on there. If you notice something I don't, let me know. Nice finish on the barrel. You know, looks all right. They got some aftermarket fore-ends. I'm disappointed that I didn't go ahead and bite the bullet and buy one, guys. I will eventually, and I'll you know, bring you an update. They got some fore-ends that look a whole lot better than this one. So kind of disassembled, similar to a Benelli M4. I don't think it's exactly the same, but very similar. I just wanted to show that to you real quick. Let me go ahead and put the new stock on. And this is how it looks with the collapsible stock on it. And this is the configuration that we will be taking to the range. I know nobody cares, but I was thinking, I'm curious, so I'll do it, pull it once or twice just to see what it is. I know nobody cares. I know it doesn't matter to you guys, but 7.176. So there you go. I'm not looking forward to it because I can only shoot slugs in this range. So wah. So we'll see. All right, we'll be back after the range. No, let me say something. I was putting that stock on and it took way too long. So I knew how to disassemble up to a certain point because, you know, we're all stands and we look up guns that we may never get or whatever. But we want to know how to, you know, disassemble and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, the Benelli is like essentially like a toolless gun for the most part. Anyway, the point is, I put the new stock on, right? Just fidgeting around. I was just, you know, messing around. And I couldn't figure out how to get it back off because I put it on before I put the pistol grip on purpose. But, you know, just playing around. You know how you do. You know how you do. And I couldn't get that thing off, man. This thing, whoever makes this, and let's see who makes it. I don't know who made it. You're lucky because I was going to talk crap about you, but they didn't include any directions, and that's real nasty work. That's nasty work. So, anyway, all right, we're going to the range. First shots. This stuff out here. I'm glad because it's not that spicy. Oh, it's not bad at all. Didn't eject, but this is not that hot. I expected that. Same deal. These semi-autos, you gotta break them in. These are also rifle slugs. Okay, let's load up some of this spicy stuff. That is fun. Those all ejected just fine. It takes a while for these things to get broken in, but again, this stuff is only 1,150 feet per second. This first stuff I was shooting, that's not gonna cut it. This 1,600 feet per second. I got one more slug. Let's load this up. So compared to the KSG, this recoil is nothing. Nothing. I love this. This is nice. Let's see if they got some hot slugs. Load it up with some more of this kind of really mild stuff. 5 more. Like I say, they probably won't eject. I left and came back. I knew you guys wouldn't believe me unless I showed you, so we'll see if it runs this stuff. Hold on. We'll put the X Vision up here. We just want to torture it a little bit. These are much stouter than the 1600. We're going to shoot all 20. But you see, it runs flawless. That's loud.
That's a Benelli, ain't it?
You know what? It's the poor man's Benelli. It's a clone. What? You want to shoot it?
I can shoot it.
You can shoot it. The only catch is I'm going to have to put you in my YouTube video because I got to show them every shot.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh!
Wow.
God damn. One more shot.
All right.
One more shot. God.
Safety.
I need a damn shotgun now.
Yeah. Want to hang up? That was probably me. Lip, shoulder, whatever you want to call it. That was definitely me. All right, everybody, and we are back from the range. So you saw a lot of footage there. A couple things to note. First of all, I didn't expect this to get so much attention. Of course, everybody thought it was a Benelli, and I was quick to tell them that it was a clone, but they were pretty excited to see it. So this thing is great. As you saw, it doesn't like that light load stuff. It likes the high brass, or rather the high grain stuff, high velocity stuff. A couple hiccups with that high velocity stuff, and it was me at the end there. You keep shooting it, you know it's gonna recoil, you kind of slack up a little bit. One thing you got to keep in mind is there are a lot of shotgun loads out there that are really not meant for semi-automatic shotguns. Believe it or not, it's not just kind of one shell fits all. It's really not. So especially when you get into the semi-automatic world, really that's where it counts. You got to be mindful of what you're putting into it. I'm pretty confident that if I ran a bunch of high velocity stuff through this, eventually it would probably shoot and cycle just fine and some of that lighter stuff, but it was 1150 feet per second. It wasn't even trying to move the bolt back, which again, I expected, and that was a rifled slug. I just knew it wasn't going to be very good in the shotgun, but we tried because, that's what we do. The controls are nice and smooth. Nothing, surprisingly, nothing on this shotgun feels cheap. I was never worried, never thought the thing would explode or anything like that, which, you never know. Everything's still tight. No wobble. It's a solid shotgun. We did throw the X Vision HRD one on there. Quick update on that. It worked fine. Obviously, we have to throw it back on a rifle and see if it holds zero. If I can remember the slot that I put on that other rifle, hopefully I got a video or I marked it or something to remind myself. But we wanted to, kind of just stress test it, torture it a little bit. So far, so good. Still great. This seems pretty solid. This stock's still pretty solid. Pistol grip on it was fine. I'm getting used to the controls. New for me, so I'm getting used to it, but everything's still good, man. I'm really looking forward to put a lot of rounds through this. At first, I mentioned that, it didn't recoil that much. Oddly enough, some Winchester that was, and I probably showed the box. I always do that because I'll forget, but I know it was 1600 feet per second. It was mild. I shot that same load out of the KSG. You can go back and look, and the thing kind of knocked me around. This absorbed it very well. I put that other stuff in there. No, it started knocking me around. And shouts out to the couple guys who shot it to give my little shoulder a break, man. That was cool, man. And they seem to really enjoy it. So I appreciate you guys letting me put you in the video. Shouts out to you. And again, this goes for anybody. If you see me in the range, you see something I got, you want to shoot it, the answer is yes. It's always going to be yes, okay? This is impressive, man. This is impressive. It's a extreme value. Some people will say, look, I don't like those failures. I don't like that, blah, blah, blah. You got to trust me. These things have a break-in period. Most semi-automatic shotguns are going to have a break-in period. So you just have to expect that. And we didn't shoot, that many rounds through this thing. So it's still in its break-in period. But, man, I really like this. This is going to be a range toy that you see often. And we'll start using this and compare some other stuff, because you can get a lot of these semi-automatic shotguns for cheap. We'll add some more of those things to the list. I do love shotguns, and even though you see me run away from slugs sometimes, it gets noisy, and sometimes I get a little self-conscious when I'm in a range with other people, because I know a lot of people are casual shooters. They're not used to it, and even if you are, sometimes you don't want to hear that crap. Okay, but cool thing about this, again, you remove that other stock. It does have a tube on here that will accept adjustable, 3-position adjustable stock already on it. If I understand correctly, some Benellis, when you buy them, don't have this tube on it. They might have a different tube. Benelli heads, let me know if that was an old thing and they fixed it or something like that. Now, the next time you see it, I'll probably have a new handguard on it. I do like it enough to upgrade the handguard, so we'll do that. You think about getting one? Hey, take all the information, all the data that you saw, make a decision. I wouldn't hesitate buying it if I were you. Let's talk about like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Listen, I know you're cool. Too cool to subscribe to little old me. Why would you click a notification bell? Why would you like the video? Because I asked you. Stop being too cool. I can't monetize until y'all do. So go ahead and do that, bro. All right? Peace.